Hello, I'm here to do a walkthrough of a junk journal that I just completed, but before I do that, I wanted to share this card that I just got in the mail from a very sweet, crafty friend of mine, Rosa. She's a busy mom on YouTube, but she doesn't do videos. Um, and it's such pretty, I love the flowers there. And then it says, Mayflowers always line your path and sunshine light your day. May songbirds serenade your every step along the way. And happy spring. So thank you for that, Rosa. I need to send you her a message and let her know. I don't know if she knows about my channel or not. Anyhow, so I did a 20-minute video on this and then realized that I didn't flip the my phone, so it was the wrong side. So I'm going to do this over really quickly. Just use some vintage trim here to tie it with. So I was going to sell this, but I kind of got wasn't thinking, and I didn't put in a lot of the signatures before I got ahead of myself is what I did. So, and then I made a mistake, and then after that I was like, you know what, I'm going to use this for myself. It's spring. I'm not a real big gardener, but I do have some flowers and some gardening I need to do, although it's been raining here quite a bit. So and then basically tomorrow will be a week I've been in the house. It's getting a little bit worse where we live here, and the last time me and my husband went out was last week. We had gone to get our routine labs done, and went out and had a real nice breakfast at Richie's Diner, and then from then on haven't gone anywhere. He's been doing, well, he always does most of the grocery shopping, so he's been going out. And so what I did is I use this fabric here and this one, and then this is just a picture from a book that I cut out, and then I stamped this. It says, always, every minute of every day, forever unchanging, at all times, invariably. And just use some trim there, and I did the 5-hole pamphlet stitch, and then on the inside I sewed this fabric on the back, and then I have some felt in between it, and just kind of sewed it all the way around and then down the middle. And then I took this little doily, it's kind of oblong, and I just laid it across here, sewed that down the middle and on the ends, and created pockets on each side of there. So I thought that was a neat way to use that up. And then just lots of little tags. I created this little journal pad here out of different papers that I have, and I really like this, so I'm probably going to try to make some more out of a lot of the papers that I have. So that I do like tags and other embellishments, and I have a tray I keep them in, so I can just pick from them. The hard part I have is deciding what goes where. I don't like do like every, repeat the pattern of what I'm doing in each signature. I kind of do them randomly, and then I got to go back and decide, well, did I put too much here or not enough there? So anyhow, that's how I work. Emboss this. I really love this embossing folder. I think it's a Doris. And then this paper, I coffee dyed all the paper. This is from a Hobby Lobby pad, and I used digital downloads mostly from Porch Print. She's got some really pretty things. In fact, I'm gonna probably do a daisy journal next. This is just for instance of one of the pieces from a collection that she has on Etsy. And then I used Old Design Shop, and then I think her name is Tracy Fox, and I can't remember the name of her store. But just did a flip here, These are just some tickets that I stamped with different little stamps. A playing card. And then this is a time card that I used for a journaling spot. And then this one up here says rain, rain, go away. We've had quite a bit of rain here, but I'm not going to complain because we went through a drought and for a few years. Punch that out with the doily. This is, I picked up a bunch of these seed packets at a thrift store, and they're already have the glue, so I just sealed it there, but then I cut down here and then I did a notch right there. And when I do my things, I don't use the circle punch because to me I can't even it out. So if you have one of these, it's really good to create a notch in something. Digital, and then I just stuck paper in there. This little clip I've had in my stash has a little butterfly. So mostly butterflies, bees, floral, graph paper, an old vintage stamp there. Some ledger paper, and I'm gonna add some more stamping as I go along in stenciling. I did some pages where I stenciled some things. So this is a piece of trim, glassine bag, and this says tiptoe through the tulips. And then I'll add a charm here in the middle. I'm in frame there. A little pocket with a Tim Holtz butterfly, a little tag there. And I like to leave a lot of blank pages. For me, a journal is for writing in. That's just my own personal opinion. So here is where I messed up. I decided after the fact to create this little pocket, and I stamped it. I believe this is a Stampin' Up stamp. And then I sewed it on the machine while the whole book was, you know, I tried to sew and I ended up tearing it. So decided to keep it for myself. Second signature here, more journaling area. I love this bloom stamp. That's a Stampin' Up. Graph paper. I'm going to put some more of these tags in. I punched a bunch out, but not sure where I put them. A little ticket there. It's funny because when you go through it, like sometimes I think, oh my gosh, I have too much stuff, and then I'm like, oh, I don't really have a lot of stuff on this one. It says, do you suppose she's a wildflower? I stamped that bird there. Yeah, this one I really need to add. Did the trim there. Another pocket. This is from some vintage embellishments I had. That's a digital download, and I just backed it with some cardstock, and then that's the same bird that I stamped on that time card. Bloom where you're planted. So I do have some pretty flowers blooming out in the backyard right now, and I really need to get out there and pull some weeds too. But as I said, it's been raining. I took this 4x6 image and I just created a pocket out of that, and then I stenciled in the background there. This one, I used this fabric. I thought that was it's kind of boho-ish, but I like it. I did that little button there with on a wire loop. Made this tag. It's decoupaged with some Tim Holtz paper, and then the little tickets again. And this is what I'm going to put on a lot of the empty pages. I'm just going to do some coffee dyed paper and glue it down and decorate the... So I will do that on some of the blank pages that I have. This is a piece of fabric, a little stamp there. Use some of the tape I made to look vintage. Down the garden path. And some little stenciling there, graph paper. And I just had to get this finished because I feel like it's been holding me back. Or at least that's the excuse I'm gonna use. But no, I have two other journals that I started, and I really want to finish them and put them in my shop. And they're both hardback journals. So another stamp. Just sewed this paper here. I created this embellished this index card just with some paper and trim and a little doily. A rusty pin. I rusted them myself and made a little envelope here with a little tag in it. Another punched paper. And then this envelope here I just made by folding the paper, over and rounding the corners and sewing it, and then notching that so I can put things inside of that. I'm going to add more copper dyed paper. And then here is a field note, and I think this is from Porch Print. So you have your field notes, date, locality, route, weather, habitat, vegetation. Those were really neat. And then I just backed that with cardstock. Put a little side pocket there. And then this is the back here. A tag, stamped that, and I watercolored that. I think I used a watercolor pencil. This is from one of the Porch Print, and I just included that in the back to write in. And then this guest check, and then I stamped that with the stamp. And then on the back is just this piece from Pink Paisley. They were 12 by 12 sheets, and they're white, but you can ink them up with different types of mediums. And then the embossed image shows up after you do that. So I don't even know if Pink Paisley is in business or if they sold to another company. So that is the end of my walkthrough, and thanks for watching, and I appreciate if you would like and subscribe to my channel. I do have live sales where I sell supplies, vintage junk journal supplies. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.